In Kannada, we could not find an answer. The model never sees Kannada. The query is translated into English inside the container before the language model is called and the answer is translated back. So the answer arrives in Kannada, and since we mark when we couldn't find an answer, it results in refuse to support answer because we don't have any supporting evidence when we ask about something that does not exist. So this is our reasoning trace. Orchestrator looks up, SQL agent looks up, vector agent looks up, and evidence we calculate using CRAG, and evidence is synthesized, and we have citation enforcing directly to the FIR records. So I'll ask it, show me the crime hotspots right now. So our future work includes bringing the map into this. We are trying to find some alternative without using any external APIs while loading the entire map here. We have located the hotspots and we have mentioned these are the hotspots, etc. We are using all this is being calculated by latitude and longitudes. For now, we don't have any Google Maps integration or any maps of any kind. So all these backup queries are always verified, and all these verifications are done live. So if you ask the forecast for Mysuru or trend in Mysuru, it analyzes a forecast of sorts. So we have 600 points and we have a Kannada answer index. So this is what Veritas is. Thank you. Every police force in India is sitting on more records than any officer can read. The problem isn't storage, it's the question an investigator wants to actually ask. Has this man done this before? Who does he do it with? It isn't a question on a case file can answer. These case files are written one case at a time. So this is Veritas. You can communicate via English or Kannada, and every claim in the answer carries the record it came from. And when the records don't support one, the console says so instead of guessing. So let's sign up. We have around 10,000 FIRs, 16,980 nodes in the graph, and 13,800 documents indexed. The readout is live. It's the scope of what any answer can be drawn from. So let's see what the Copilot brief says about this case. So we have someone as Usha Naika, and the person has 24 direct co-accused associates, starting with these people from, and they belong to this community, network community, and we have a page rank, and Usha Naika appears in 18 cases total, and Soom Nadkarni has 163 direct co-accused associates, starting with these people. So we have the record, we have the logs, we have a timeline, and this is our investigation co-pilot. So let's say we can ask something like, give me more about this case. So these are all dates where cybercrime has registered a case where OTP phishing call impersonated. Let's say I want to know about more of this motor vehicle theft. All these are citations enforced. Dates to the FIR records. So these are all records from the schema provided. So here is what makes this graph unusual. If we see all these links, none of these links exist in the SQL database or in the database itself. These are all found from our graph network. An FIR names the person accused in the case in hand. The person on some case X and the person on case Y are two separate entities, and they are done by two separate officers. Sometimes they may be the same person with the two different spelling ways. So that's what Indian record keeping is. It means the raw data stays. Every offender is a first timer and nobody has an accomplice. But if we go by trends, so let's say show me crime trends. So these are the average FIRs per day with this metric with the range. So from our network, we can see hotspot mapping, kernel density, and DB scan, etc., etc., etc. The part that matters more is, so let me go back to case index. I'll ask it, tell me more about this case, or tell me more about this case. And the base camp and the base map is what we are drawing on our own. We are not fetching anything. We are not linking anything from the database. So the FIR, if it doesn't exist, it says so. It does not guess. So the small thing is anytime we can always have another accomplice who has not missed in any FIR. So that sounds like a small thing, but it is the hardest thing. Retrieval will always return something. Ask for a record that isn't yours, and a semantic search will hand it to you. Records are about different crimes. They are all cited and confident. We measured exactly what a failure is, and we avoided that. So if I export PDF, we get the Karnataka State Police, etc., 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 all this stuff, and it is logged in a file. So let me go back to this, and we sort them by tags, etc., and assault on women, and we have a copilot brief, we have data fetched, we have an accuracy, we have a timeline, we have leads, and all these citation chips are all evidence drawn to the claim. So if you open the copilot for that case, we find it. So these are all citation enforced areas. The AI is there to help the officer to to find out something he missed, something that some clue that if it was open to the officer, it may change the life of some person. So in Kannada, we can also take inputs. So that's why we have a translation model NLLB 200, and it is running on the CPU inside our own Catalyst. So we don't use any translation APIs. We deliberately don't. A Kannada query is about an FIR in operational police question party.